Well, in the Mackenzie Delta, all my father and some of my friends that have a lot of knowledge and know-hows to travel in the Delta during the spring, pay really close attention on ice safety. And, when you spend a lot of time out in the land, those kind of things are important because, it's between life and death. If you're not careful and you're not really keeping an eye on what you're doing, things can happen very fast. So when we're traveling, we always stayed away from shore, because that's the first place that's going to get thin. You also got to watch for dark ice. Any kind of dark ice, you see dark ice, it's not good ice. It's pretty soft and candly. Well, Kalinek Channel's been home, and it'll always be home. Every weekend we go out, we spend as much time as we can out there, and we call it our home sweet home. As harvesters, our parents and our grandparents, they had Inuuvik names for these areas where they go to harvest or where they travel to go to harvest. So you'd remember those names as you travel. A long time ago, that when my dad told me that his family, Kalinek family, was raised there, and the channel was a lot smaller, so I guess there was always change, and we call it climate change. It's just a lot faster now. But the schooners, they used to park them on the outside of Kalinek Channel because the channel was too narrow to come into. And there used to be 5 family cabins there. A lot of people, family members and friends, came out and camped and spent weekends out there, and mantees and whoever would be busy in the morning just getting breakfast prepped. They had stacks of sourdough pancakes, and you look at the floor, and the whole floor and all the beds were covered with people. Those are fun times when there was a lot of people traveling and a lot of people visiting. When I was pretty young, like I said, you could drive around in the Mackenzie Delta and visit people at their cabins, and it wasn't just a couple people here and there. There were people everywhere. I don't know, it's hard to explain that feeling, it's a great joy to see them, to see the first goose fall, and the first thing you want to do is pluck it and get it home and cook it and eat it, because it's such a delicacy, that time of year when they first come. And then after that, you're eating geese for a couple of weeks, but you never get tired of it. The first geese that come raw was so much fun and so good to eat. I always harvest a little more than what I need because I know there's other people that can use it. Just to whoever wants some geese, some elders, single mothers, maybe some families that don't have any means to get out. And I know that people really like to eat the animals that we grew up on. You know your limits, you know the conditions, and you stick to them, and you have that gut feeling that it's not safe anymore, or you look around and you see the conditions changing too fast, and it's time to go or get off the ice. People have become so busy with living in town and having jobs, and the transition of living a traditional lifestyle to living in town and making money. A lot of our elders that are passed on are on their way, getting older, and passing that traditional knowledge on how to harvest properly, how to watch for, where to go, all these kind of things. Really important things to capture and to share, and also to teach. That's such an important resource that everybody should have, because that's who we are. The Inuvic people need to keep ties to their traditional ways and their traditional harvest. Without that, who are we?